I was out here working on a new project, and I thought I would make a quick video talking about a comment that I got in the video that I posted this morning. The video is on making this compact compass from aluminum, and the comment that I got was in regards to holding the lower arm while I drilled it out deeper with the 3/8 inch Forstner bit, and the risk of the piece spinning. You know, if the drill bit catches on the piece and it spins, then it becomes, like a cutter type thing. There are a bunch of things actually, but there are two main things that I look at before I try to hold a piece that I'm going to be drilling with the drill press. First of all is how thick it is. If it's thin, I'm not going to try to hold it. And this is 1/8 inch aluminum. That's not overly thick, but I can still hold it securely. And part of the reason why I can hold it securely is not just the fact that I can, grip it tightly. It's the fact that it's being pushed down against the wooden backer that I use on my drill press here. It's that friction that will help to hold the part in place and keep it from spinning. Now, it's not a huge amount of force that you have to overcome there, but it certainly contributes. But I was originally going to do this back when I did the Skyline diffuser that I have in my office, and I had a bunch of people asking if it's going to be strong enough, like if 3 screws are going to be strong enough to hold the thing up. And there's the same principle there. There are 3 things that you have to look at when you're mounting something on the wall like that. First, of course, is when you're using screws is the thing, gravity will try to pull it straight down. So there's shear. And screws are pretty good at resisting shear because they're fairly hard. Now, nails are supposed to be better at shear because they will bend rather than shear off or snap like screws will. But in a situation like this, you really want to screw because you want to take advantage of that force where you're pulling the cleat tight to the wall. And when the cleat is in tight to the wall, you have that friction adding to the shear force of the screw. So you don't only have the screw shear force, you have the friction shear force of that cleat that's held tight against the wall. The other thing about the screw is that it will pull that cleat in tight to the wall, unlike a nail. A nail will pull it in tight to the wall, but it could slightly loosen up. Screws have that mechanical advantage of being screwed in, so they'll hold it in tight and they'll keep it held in tight as well. They cite the worst case scenario of things. People don't just cut the end of their finger, they have to cut the entire thing off. Or if the kickback happens, they have to die from blood loss on the floor of the shop. Or if the grinder blade disintegrates, it has to, decapitate them. Or at the minimum, they have